Hello, 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 lovely people. I am back, this time for a unboxing. I have a pop here. This is more for just to make sure it's not damaged because the box has been through better days. And that way I can, if it is damaged, I have proof of that. And a lot of comic books in here, which should tick off some of these on my list. So we will get to that when we get to it. So I'll do the comic books in a second, so please stay tuned. Now this pop, I know exactly what it is. It was for a charity drive because here in Australia we've been pretty hit hard with everything that's been going on. So we had a drought, then floods, and then a fire, then we've had to deal with a pandemic, and there's just one after the other. And so this was a cool initiative to help with the fires in a pop form. So they only allowed me to buy one. I tried to buy multiple, but they only allowed me to buy one. So I got one, and see if it came safe. Oh, it's very tight in here. There we go. It is in pretty good condition by the look of it. Yeah, it's actually in pretty good condition despite the box on the outside. So there we go. To help our bushfire appeal, because our fireys were fighting some intense battles, and there's a koala there, which is, as we know from the symbol of this channel, is my favourite animal as well. So yeah, this was a great little pickup that I could help out in some small way. So I picked this up. It's actually in pretty good condition. So there we go. Let's put him back there. So it did survive, which is great. Alright, now let's go to this gigantic thing. There is a CGC, possibly two CGCs in here. I can't remember now. So we will see when we get to it. But I know there's at least one CGC graded comic book in here. I really need to get a knife or something. Almost stabbed myself. Alright. This is just blunt as. Let's try this little thing. Little scissors. There we go, look at that. Much better than that other thing. Woo! Alrighty. Oh no, there are peanuts. Oh no, the dreaded peanuts. Alright. Let's open her up. Get her off camera. Bit of cardboard. Oh, there's so many peanuts. There is single comics. And one CGC. And a lot of peanuts. So there's my CGC. And a lot of peanuts. Do not breathe, ladies and gentlemen. Do not breathe in case it all comes crashing down. Alright, here's a whole bunch of singles. So alrighty, I don't know what order these are in. Oh, the stickers on the mat kind of gives it away. Oh, that's no fun. Alright, let's go here first. Extreme Hero. I paid like a couple of dollars for this. I think it was like $4 US. The reason why I bought this book is because Dan Fraga, he has an Indiegogo at the moment for Black Flag, and I'm pretty sure this was the first appearance of Black Flag, as this had a whole bunch of previews in it of upcoming comic books, and Black Flag should be in here. So I grabbed that. There's a whole bunch of other Image first appearances in here as well. And, okay, we have Swamp Thing 49, which rounds out my continuing thoughts on what is the first appearance of the Dark Justice League. So I have 50. I bought that last time, as I have it right next to me here. So here is 50. Here is 49. And we have Justice League 1, the new 52. So I covered all my bases because no one has a definitive sort of idea of what the exact first appearance of the Justice League Dark is. And so I don't know where my Sharpie is. That's no good. Let us... I will use a pen, maybe. There we go. That kind of works. Justice League Dark, number 1, and Swamp Thing 49. I should have been better prepared, but that is fine. So I'm slowly knocking these off one at a time, which is great. So there we go. That's those 3 done. And now let's have a look at my CGC that I bought. Here we go. Oh, there we go. I think it's pretty obvious by now what it may be. Spawn number 1. I hadn't had this before. I know it's a very common book. A lot of them were sold. I remember I saw a video by Todd McFarlane just recently when he was signing a whole bunch of these. He was like, it's probably more rarer for him to have a book that's not signed by him because he's signed probably millions in his time. And so I was like, I'll get one without a signature then. So there we go. First appearance of Spawn. We all know the deal by this book. So there we go. Thought I'd have one of these classics 9.8s to my collection as my list and collection of CGC comics are slowly growing. It's just hard for us here in Australia because CGC doesn't exist here in Australia, and so we have to import it from the USA, and so it just expensive wise it skyrockets. I reckon CGC, once all this craziness ends with everything that's going on in the world, and we're allowed to travel again, they should set up like a office here in Australia and then just still under the CGC brand, but then they have their own graders under their own system, and then that way things aren't insanely expensive for us here to get CGC comics here in the land of Oz. But anyway, that's a different issue. But I'm so thankful to have this and tick a few more comics off my list. I do have a lot more coming as well, as I'm buying more and more from overseas. So be sure to look out for them coming soon. And until then, bye!